GetPivotData function allows you to retrieve data from a pivot table based on cell logical position in the pivot table. However, you may be interested in getting cell reference rather than its logical position. Cell reference facilitates you to copy the formula to other cells. It also helps you to fill the formula automatically. Residential property prices Excel worksheet provides you residential property prices of 6 different properties for 22 years. On this data, you might want to calculate year-on-year percentage change. Pivot table value field settings show values as option allows you to calculate percent difference from base item. As you need to calculate year-on-year percentage change, you need to write a formula outside the pivot table by taking pivot table values as input. When you try to perform this calculation, you don't get desired result because of GetPivotData function. Try with an example. First, create a pivot table by placing cursor anywhere on the source data. From menu bar, click Insert tab and then click Pivot Table. Pivot Table dialog box opens. Check whether the source data is properly selected. Choose New Worksheet for Pivot Table Report and click OK. A skeleton pivot table appears on screen. Now drag period to row labels, existing dwelling to values. Pivot table is filled with the data. To calculate year-on-year percentage change in cell C5, enter the formula, that is current year minus previous year divided by previous year into 100 by selecting pivot table cells equals to B5 minus B4 divided by B4 into 100. Click enter. Then drag the same formula to remaining years. It gives you the same answer. It is 6.81818 for all the years. Observe the figure in detail in cell C6. The actual formula should be B6 minus B5 divided by B5 into 100. That is, current year should be 1993 and previous year should be 1992. But pivot table considered previous formula, that is B5 minus B4 divided by B4 into 100 and 1992 as a current year and 1991 as a previous year. This is because use GetPivotData function for pivot table reference is active. To get a correct calculation using cell reference option, you need to turn off GetPivotData function. Steps to turn off GetPivotData function. First, click the Office button appearing on top left of the Excel screen. Then click Excel Options. Excel Options dialog box appears on screen. From left side pane, click Formulas tab. Change Options dialog box is activated. In Working with Formulas, deactivate or uncheck. Use GetPivotData function for pivot table references and click OK. Now repeat the process as before. This time, when you click cell B5 in the pivot table, you will see B5 in formula bar. Instead equals to GetPivotData. Once you complete entering the formula, click OK. The new pivot table exhibits the result you wished.